I do not know why. I do not know why. Yo, Clip Legend, thank you for so much for the sub. I do not know why that actually ended like that. So, yeah. Yo, what's up, Clip Legend? Yeah. So I don't know what caused that. For some odd reason, just my not my portrait one, but my landscape view turned off. And I don't know why. So that's why I had to restart. But yeah, so all right, perfect. Yeah, it's gonna be real simple tonight. We're just gonna be clearing this. We'll come back later tonight and actually start working on setting up our little area. So we're actually gonna be able to get a lot of these emptied. So if I can take stuff like this, the prismarine, the buckets, bone meal, that stuff we can throw in there still. But yeah, if we can clear up some of these, that'll actually be really, really good. Because that means we can actually put back in shulker boxes. I need to check and see if I have a spot for string and leather. I think I do leather. So we're going to go with that. I do for both. Wonderful. So we're going to throw these guys in here. I don't have a spot for string, which is for item frames, which is kind of interesting. But nonetheless, we throw that in there. That like that. Go like that. And if you remember from last stream, if you were here last stream, you remember we did this wonderful stuff. So, I did think of a way that we could actually probably speed this up so we could do a lot more later, but I want to focus on just getting a lot of this wall down today. So, but yeah, I also need to go get more shulkers. Which, when we get to the point where we like fully resolve this thing, we'll actually be able to put that in where we get shulkers coming down out of there. So, but yeah, it's gonna be a nice little lesson today on why why our storage system is so big. So we're gonna go like that. Rockets on us for obvious reasons. Then we're gonna fly over here. And yeah. So this is your first time being on a mining stream, you know we always do the same process every time because A, it's the most satisfying, and B, it works pretty darn quick. So Why don't we blow everything up? Well, it's quite simple. We don't blow everything up because use everything. Let me double check real quick. I want to make sure that I have right chats open. Yep. So. Yep. So. Yo, something. What's up? How you doing? Yeah. This will be just one of those it's good to talk streams. It's going to really be doing a lot of this. So, but I honestly like, and this is what I mean when I say like, there's a lot of times where a lot of my builds, what I do is it's what I'm interested in. I literally was laying in bed the other night and I was like, you know what I really need is like a villager trading hall. Yo, Mango, thank you so much for the raid, dude. Mango the Skunk, thank you so much for the raid. What's up? What's up? How you guys doing? But these are like I got it stuck in my head about doing this farmers market, and I'm so stoked about it. Because A, we're gonna start trapping villagers. But B, it's gonna be if it works out the way that I'm thinking in my head. Howdy, Mango, howdy. Thank you so much for the raid. How was stream? I hope it was well. If it works out the way that I think it will, it's gonna be such a cool idea. It's gonna be so cool. So. Yo, Lemon, Fitz. How you guys doing? I think I should call her Stinky. Yeah, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. So. But yeah. It's gonna be interesting once we get it going. I do also think everything that I'm gonna do, like grass wise, I'm gonna wind up replacing everything with moss, especially in this area. Your transitions are fart clouds. You know what? You got skunk in the name, so like I get that. You know, it's just yeah. It's one of those things you go, yeah, just smile and wave, boys. Just smile and wave. What's up, Snack God? How you doing? But yeah. And this is gonna be, what? Probably like a 2.5 hour stream. I'm gonna get off, have some food at the end of it, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna just start working towards how we want this market to look. Because like I said, this is gonna be a transition period for the city. So this is gonna go from lower district to upper district. So we're gonna start to get a lot more vibrant colors. We're gonna get more uniqueness in the builds somehow. So I don't know how that's gonna work, but yeah, it's gonna work. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Uh-oh. Yeah. See you, Mango. Oh, we're just out of the range. Ugh. I'm gonna set up another beacon. That's good to hear. That's good to hear, Snack God. But yeah. I'm gonna set up another beacon. I need to go get my ender chest. I also need to remember where I put my extra beacon at. There it is. Uh-oh. I also need to build an iron farm. Like, I am remembering that now. Like, I need to build an iron farm here, too, so. Yeah. Thanks, Clip Legend. I know, I really love them when they're 2 minutes long. Wonder how many iron blocks. I have a beacon's worth. Right? 81, 49. $81.49. That's 130 plus 25, 155 plus 9, 164. Yeah, I got a beacon's worth. Wonderful. Hello, Mr. Cow. Does it seem overkill to be putting a beacon down over here? No, not for me. It doesn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't need to count. We stick these guys in. I don't know why. I always love the sound of placing iron blocks. I don't know why. I just do. This is where he did the math wrong, and it's actually 64 on this layer. It's not. It is 49. I'm too well in math to not know that. I think that was a smaller block, like 34. Had to be. I don't know. I'm going to keep it real. There's so much stuff right underneath my nose that I can't actually see my hotbar unless if I look over all of it. So. Da-da-da-da. Do. Wonderful. Waves. What's up, Waves? How you doing? We come over here. We go like that. We go like that. Go like that. Why is the stream on shorts and waves? It's actually a separate one. It's actually a separate one. So the reason why that ended is because the normal one, landscape, it randomly ended for no reason. So there's actually another one that's actually live right now. So yeah, that ended because YouTube just went, you know what? You don't get to stream this one anymore. And I caught it like right away. So I don't know why. It did. This is my bed. This is my bed. There are many like it, but this one's mine. Not yours, mine. So I had to restart that real quick. It was literally like 3 minutes into stream. So I was like, you know what? If it's going to happen at some point, I'm happy it happened then. But still, unfortunate. Well, why did it end? It ended because I made it end. So. But yeah. Or just breaking the support. And I really did intend to go live yesterday. I really did. And then we started playing ranked. And it was like, all of a sudden it was 9 o'clock. And I was like, you know what? Well, 2 more games and I'll get off. And then it was 11 o'clock. And I was like, well, crap. I don't think I'm going to make it. I also need to relocate that beacon at some point. Once we're done with this stuff today, we'll probably actually wind up relocating it, so. Like show. Go like show. Oh, I've also been watching. I don't know if you guys know of an anime called Jujutsu Kaisen. I've been watching that recently. It's actually really, really good. Like the way that everything works in it is like, oh my gosh, it's actually really cool. I think it's a really, really cool like take on some of that stuff. So hello waves. Hello on the YouTube side waves. But yeah, when we get to what season and episode, I am still on the first season. I am on like episode 16 right now. So should I read the manga? You see, that's the issue. I don't read. Suddenly, there are some people going, hold on, time out. This dude wrote a book. Hold on, this dude wrote a book. Did he just say he doesn't read? I also drive a car. Doesn't mean I know how to fix it. Oh my gosh, waves. So no spoilers. But that's kind of hard at this point because like a lot of stuff has already been spoiled for me, so because like you just see it all on TikTok and how late I am to it, like I already know like I'm going to say part of what happens to Gojo, but not everything, because it's only up to a certain point, because I think that's where season 2 is at. So it's like interesting. But yeah. Anyways, waves, you know how I said I was going to work on an iron farm? I'm not. We're actually going to be working on a bit of a villager trading hall, so yes, part, yes. And I say part because, so, the fun thing about being a writer is you kind of get, like, the idea behind, like, how they're writing everything, and this is really, so with where I'm at, it is very clear that with where I'm at and where, like, what I've seen and all that stuff, it's very clear that this author is not afraid to let very important characters die, right? Like, or characters that we get really attached to and I think are going to be really important. Like, they're not afraid to let those characters die. But at the same time, there are some of them where it's like, I feel like their role's just bigger, or there's too much to for them to go out in a simple way. Right? Yeah. Like that's my thing is like I think authors shouldn't be afraid to. I also think there are times where it gets overdone. Like I think that is a case where it can be overdone. But simultaneously, like if you're not like that's the issue I kind of have with Black Clover. Like that's really like part of the issue I have with Black Clover is everybody survives. Like it from what I've seen, from what I've seen, and from what I am assuming the anime is up to based off of what TikTok is showing, I think we are made to think that Gojo, like, is no longer a factor. But I do not believe that is the case. I believe that Gojo will do something like his power set is way too interesting for what I know. Right? Like, to not say spoilers or anything, for how, like, I've seen everything, like, his power set is way too interesting, and his attitude in that situation lends to he's not done, right? Yeah, we'll find out. That's the thing. Is like we'll find out. So like, but that's like the issue that I had with My Hero, with Black Clover. My Hero had Night Eye die. Night Eye and Midnight died of like relevance in that show, right? Oh, hey, spoilers. Whoops. It's been out forever. Like, don't get mad at me. Right? Like, why? Are we back? Are we back? Let me see. Kick to live. And that's down. That's up. Oh my gosh. I am losing my mind. I am going to restart my entire like streaming software because something is not YouTube. Like, let me look something up real quick. I hate that I got to do this in the middle of a stream, but all right. Here's what I'm going to do. No, Waves, it's not you. It's not you. It is, for some odd reason, my stream disconnected and it had to reconnect on YouTube. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to restart my entire streaming software. Hope that fixes it. And we'll go from there. So, I'm going to restart my entire streaming software and I will be back in